I've learned a lot living here and being more and more self-sufficient every year. I got to do things in a comfortable way because I had a house I was living in and I didn't have to rush any of it. I'm gonna find a minimum of 100 acres. It has to have spring water on it. There's gotta be a spring or two. I want creeks or a river. It'll probably most likely be creeks, which is fine with me. I love a creek. I have to have that, and I have to have a spring on it. I am looking toward the mountains, so there's a chance I'll have spring water that can be gravity fed. I don't know yet. I may have to build a spring house that's similar to what's here, but I've been studying this, and my property, when I move there, I'm starting from scratch, and it's going to be all off-grid, every bit of it. No utilities, none. So this is going to help me find the property that I'd be happiest on. And it needs to have forests, lots of forest around it and on it. Oh, Fifi, here she comes. Let me tell you what we're going to do. For a while, I've been wanting to tell you the news about the old cabin on my property here. The one that I played the music in and showed you that I was going to fix up. It has a lot of beautiful, sawmilled, gorgeous lumber and long poplar. I'm not really sure what all wood is in there, but I'm tearing it down. I'm going to be tearing it down. So far, one person who's going to help, and we're just going to start tearing it down. Stacking lumber strategically to be able to lift and bring to my new land. I'll show you something really sweet. This has been the thing that has excited me the most about doing this because it's just right in front of me. I am going to be tearing down the corn crib, probably the whole bottom of the structure together, and have it moved. I'm going to construct the corn crib as my tiny home. It's 10 by 20. It's like the most used space that I'm in my own cabin. I don't even sleep on my bed in the loft anymore. I've been slowly detaching. I've been purposefully detaching myself from this place. There are things I've been actively doing, and one is I'm not sleeping in my loft anymore. I've moved everything out of there but the furniture, which is 2 dressers and my bed. I sleep on the couch, which in my tiny home, the couch is gonna be my main piece of furniture, that's pretty much what I live on when I'm inside my cabin anyway, unless I'm at the kitchen counter. I'm sleeping on the couch for a month and a half now, and I love it. I'm gonna build a beautiful kitchen counter in the tiny house, and it's gonna be all off-grid. I'm so excited. I've been studying what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna be very hard, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Oh, Fifi and Willa are moving the tripod, so I had to get them to move away. And okay, so I'm gonna have a tiny house, and I'm gonna use a lot of the lumber from the old cabin to build this gorgeous porch. I have some other buildings that I'm tearing down, and I'm bringing the lumber. Really big surprise of something that I'm gonna tear down. And this will probably be after I'm already moved and living on the new property with all the animals, but I'm tearing down. I'm going to have the green barn torn down, and I'm bringing it with me. I'm going to bring all the wood. That's where I'm at now. I'm in the shed of the green barn, but I'm looking up, and I'm going to show it to you. But the loft of the green barn is bigger than the interior of my cabin, including the height. I don't want a house that big, but I am going to use the wood for my new house. Thank you, Bugs. You gave me more to clean up. Okay. Well, I'm very excited about the things I've decided, but I'm going to be completely honest. I'm very scared, and I'm mixed up with heartbreak, but I've been working through that. I'm doing better, and I'm nervous. I'm nervous to tell you all this because I know that you love this little farm and seeing the things that we do here. Little Ida's farm is really a fun place, but it's changed, and now it's gonna be relocated, and I think it'll be interesting that you're gonna see every step of the way. You know, a lot of you wanted to know how I got here, and this is how I came to even want to do a backstory. And then I got carried away because I really wanted to show you everything I've done, because I want you to see what's possible. And I've always been crazy and done things that are hard. And honestly, I think I'm ready. I need an adventure. I don't want to stay here. It's too small here. I'm gonna miss these beautiful buildings, but I'm not gonna stay on this property just because there are these beautiful old buildings. My life needs to grow. I have stagnated just a bit here. Caring for Harriet really was a hard year, and I just don't belong here. I'm very excited to move away. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be so hard. It might surprise me, and it might feel good being hard, because I do like challenges, but I do want to be comfortable. My birthday is the day before Thanksgiving, which means the 23rd. I have a birthday present coming that I am so excited to show you. For me, having it in my possession and sight is symbolizing and reminding me what I'm doing. I can't wait to show it to you. My life will be surrounding this item that I'm getting. I'm gonna get the horses and chickens and cats set up on the property first. Number one is water, running water. Number two is getting the animals situated and secure and safe. So I'll be fencing, but I'm gonna get new fencing material. I am not going to be patching things like I've been doing lately here now. Building, I'm gonna put up a building. I'm gonna quickly, let me say that again. I'm gonna put up a building that doesn't take long. I'm good, yeah, okay, I can't, whatever. I need more coffee. I'm gonna put up a building that's housing the horses and chickens and cats first. And then I'm gonna move my corn crib, and I'm gonna construct it, and it'll be my beautiful tiny house. And honestly, I can't wait until that stage, because I'm really excited about it. I have a feeling I'm gonna really love this tiny house because I'm designing it already, and it's just so cute. It's gonna be laid out the way I really need it. And I'll be doing my music in there. I'll be doing my sleeping and my cooking, and I'm gonna have a lot of porch area, and because I love being outside as much as being in a cozy space. I think I'm outside more. But I'm so excited to show you this, and so excited for this process, and I'm basically starting over, and you're gonna see every step of the way. And with everything I've learned from living here, I'll have a garden in the first year, I know. And thank goodness I have a tractor. And by the way, I have never had a car payment in my life until getting the tractor. But that payment is so low, and it's almost paid off. That was the only payment I was okay with. I have a really dear friend of mine coming this spring, And Scott, is gonna help. He's a tree guy up in Maine, and he is gonna help. We're gonna cut down some trees here. I'm getting a sawmill. I'm just so excited about this. My lifestyle is gonna kick into gear with totally off-grid, self-sufficient, tiny house. Crazy. It's just gonna be crazy, you guys. I'm gonna get goats and I'm gonna have my milk, and it's gonna be a hard year. But this winter, I am gonna try to have the last cozy winter ever here, because it's gonna be my last winter here. And honestly, I'm not excited about it because I'm not really ready for this cold weather that we've already been having. And the dark, oh my gosh, the dark early is hard for me this year. I don't know why. It's just, things have changed. I've just been in this state of unrest. I feel like I'm not at home anymore. It has changed completely for me. The only thing that makes me feel comfortable are the animals. Willa's down here. They are my home. So wherever they are is my home. So we are gonna go make a new home. And we're gonna bring you with us on this journey, and I hope that you join us through it, and we'll be learning together, because I have so much to learn and I have so much work ahead of me. I wanted to tell you a few things of how I've gotten here alone. When I lived in Nashville, the house that I told you I bought, I was still in college when I lived in it. I rented the upstairs, and then the very kind woman who wanted to sell it owner financed it, which meant I didn't have to go through a bank. So as a musician making not much money, she knew from the years that I had been renting it that I was really good with my money, and she was so gracious to do that. That set me up for where I've come, because that house, fortunately, was in a neighborhood that became very valuable to own property in, and because I had bought the house so cheap because it was so run down, I was able to do it, and I was a landlord from day one. I rented the upstairs once I moved downstairs. This is how I was able to live frugally and really pursue my music. Yes, I was doing a lot of music gigs and making money, but I wasn't even paying on my mortgage because my rental was paying for it. I really, really wanted to be in the country, so I found this place very cheap, basically. While I was here, only a year later, I was missing living in town for music and shows that I was still doing, so I bought a little cottage. I had a friend that was my roommate in it. I could come and go to town and have rehearsals, and I was even teaching lessons out of that little house. I just was lucky. I was doing these things instinctually, so thank God I was helping myself, because that cottage that I have, that house became another rental. This is going to help me be able to move, selling that house to buy land this winter, building a camper. I'm going to have a camper. We are going to, Willa and I are going to find the land and hopefully buy it, and my hope is by next spring. So for a few months, Little Ida's farm is going to be on the road. I'm going to miss all this here, but it's a rare day when it's peaceful anymore. But while I'm sitting here, I can hear the hum of the interstate. It's really only like a mile and a half as the crow flies. It's loud, a lot, but now I'm used to sleeping on the couch, and I've been doing that for a month and a half. I also have different sleep patterns, and we get up sometimes at 2 or 4 in the morning, not for long, but to go outside, and even then the interstate is so loud, and every time I hear it, and every time the gunshots happen, and every time a loud truck, oh my gosh, I am reminded I can't stay here. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I was, but I'm not anymore. There are some other buildings we're going to be tearing down, and I want to tell you all about that, but I'm going to leave that for some future episodes. This is going to get crazy exciting, and it's a huge adventure, and I really hope that you're going to enjoy it, because it's going to be a heck of an adventure. I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm excited, mostly scared and nervous. And the very first thing I'm doing on my new land is getting spring water running. So that's a criteria. It's going to be a specific piece of land that I need to find, and it needs to have some creeks on it. So wish me luck, folks, and I hope that you'll stick around and check out this crazy thing that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build a completely beautiful new chicken coop. They're gonna be so secure. Aren't you? Aren't you gonna be secure? I want to have a rescue, an animal rescue. And that's part of my dream, and I can't do that here anyway. I think that part of my purpose is to have a rescue.